I would suggest that one of the things that if you are an existing business and you're thinking of launching a new product, or if you're a startup business and you're thinking of creating a product that you're going to sell online, one of the things that you should ask yourself is, well, what is the impact of pricing on the future of my business across the next 2-3 years? And back in the BCom days, it was always that there was 4 Ps in marketing, and then it grew to be 6 Ps in marketing, and product, place, promotion, people, packaging, and there's another one. And of all those, I think pricing is the most important P in the marketing mix. And the reason why is that pricing is linked to everything else. And one things I would suggest is that you have to ask yourself, is there alignment between where I'm positioning my product or where I'm positioning my brand and the prices that I'm charging? And usually you're going to fall on a scale. If you were to consider, look at your product and then rank it against your competition and ask yourself the question, where do you rank in terms of price and where do you rank in terms of quality? And what you actually do is you break out a graph, this price quality graph, which allows you to kind of figure out your positioning in the market from a pricing perspective. And that's an exercise in brand positioning or product positioning. The other thing you can ask is, where is the price of the new product I'm going to launch? Where does it sit within my product mix? So we might have a product which is priced at the lower end of the market. We might have a product that's priced at the premium end of the market. And what's that doing to split the brand or impact our customers' decision when they want to buy from us? So there's a few considerations there. So before you jump in on just pure economics and pure financials in terms of what are you going to make if you sell it for X and Y, step back, ask yourself the question, well, where are we positioning? Are we positioning the business as a premium product? Or are we positioning it on the economy sale whereby, and when you start to think about product positioning from that perspective, there's always a volume consideration. Okay, we're going to price it on the economy sale side of the business and we're going to sell loads. Well, then there's what's the logistics and operations look like, or we're going to position it on the premium end of the business. We might not sell as much. There might not be as much demand on the operation side in terms of maybe we can pick, pack, and ship in-house versus having to outsource with 3PL. So the first thing to do is to sit back, look at your product, do a good competitor analysis, and ask yourself, where are you positioning that product in the market from the perspective of looking at your competition and from the consumer's perspective. When they engage with your product or in the marketplace, what is the impression that they get in terms of who you are as a business? I think if you're a first-time business or an early-stage entrepreneur, one of the pitfalls I see people make at an early stage is that there's a lack of congruence, or there's a kind of you'll have the early stage entrepreneur who'll put an awful lot of work into their website and their packaging, and everything will look amazing and the branding will be on point, and they'll invest in the product and the quality, and they'll obsess over how amazing this product they're going to release into the market is going to be, and then they'll come along and they'll underprice it. And what I would say to people is that when somebody picks up your product on the shelf, if the perception they have from looking at that product is, oh, this is a really good price, or if it's underpriced, there's a link between pricing and brand positioning, and there's nothing you can do in terms of your website, your logo, to convince a customer that this is of a premium or high quality if it's underpriced. And I think sometimes people get that wrong. So before jumping in on margins and kind of breaking down things like that, it's good to step back in your mind's eye and ask yourself the question, where are you positioning the brand? Where are you positioning the product? And does your pricing make sense in terms of what you're trying to do from a positioning perspective? Okay, with that said, what you get then is really you get this price quality matrix, which sits at the heart of every business plan that you've ever picked up in your life. And it's I think I just broke one out here, which is just take your chocolate bars and you've got your economy kind of cheap end of the scale, and then you've got your premium end of the scale. And the question is, as you start to move towards launching a new product, is there an alignment between what you're trying to do as a brand and the pricing that you set for your product? Okay, so with that said, that first bit is get your pricing positioning correct. Now look at, okay, well, what is the economics, or do the financials make sense for this product that we're going to release into the market or you're already selling?